And good evening to, oh, Wayne Suggs,
Mm-hmm. There you are.
on Instagram, man.
Male Chorus Awards, pastors, choir directors, church members, and friends. It's time to celebrate gospel male chorus across the Mid-South. Nominate your favorite gospel male chorus online at CenterStageGospelTV.com. George Dean and Center Stage Gospel present Nineveh.
All right, those of you on
Chorus Awards.
social media, we're getting ready to start this week off.
TV, Center Stage Gospel, and of course George Dean and Gospel 4. Getting ready to make an important announcement, and I want everybody here to hear it. We're getting ready for Male Chorus Award, which we call MOV, which is Men of Valor Awards. What we need you to do is go to CenterStageGospelTV.com and nominate your male chorus. This will be for the Mid-South, which will be Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri, and Mississippi. So make sure you go to
All right, just getting a few notes together.
CenterStageGospelTV.com and vote for your male chorus.
Gonna be
Remember I
interesting.
told you this. Nomination is coming. Make sure you be one of the ones who win.
All right.
Nominate today online at CenterStageGospelTV.com.
Go to CenterStageGospelTV.com. See you there.
Nominate your favorite male chorus today. This is an SVP TV production. Can you actually imagine hosting your next event at the all-new SVP Banquet and Event Center? Yes, spacious, beautiful,
Well, this
venue
fight-
with plenty of parking, located in the heart of East Memphis. Let us host your next intimate birthday gathering, family repast, bachelorette party, wedding and reception, baby shower, corporate meeting, social club event. Call us today. Don't wait. 901-244-6874. All new SVP Banquet and Event Center.
Primetime TV at affordable rates, religious broadcasting, talk shows, reality TV. Got a cooking show? We got the studio. Bring your broadcast to the SVP TV network. We're reaching
What's
your
going on,
targeted audience
Charlotte?
365
Love
days
you
a
too.
week. SVP TV, fast-growing network serving over 300,000 households in the Big South, covering Tennessee, Arkansas, Mississippi, and the foothills
One,
of
two.
Missouri. Primetime TV at affordable
This is
rates,
using this
7
out.
days a week. Special rates starting as low as $80 per 30-minute broadcast. SVP TV.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Comcast Cable, Channel 31. Online at svptvnetwork.com.
What do you have?
Get your broadcast by contacting
One,
our
one, one, one. You'll need this up until I go to the phone. But it's,
Come join our lineup today. Primetime TV
Huh?
at affordable rates.
oh, okay, yeah. Yes.
The views and opinions expressed on.
Yeah,
this
you can
show
crank that
are
up.
Those of the talk show hosts, the producers.
Crank it
and
up.
persons appearing on the program.
You
And
get
do
them all
not
night too,
reflect
Miss
the
Debbie?
views and opinions of the SVP network.
But I will be. So
This program may include
Oh,
strong
okay.
images and language and may not be
But why you
suitable
wanna
for
know?
all audiences.
I'm just asking.
Viewer discretion.
Don't worry.
You know, I enjoy you being here.
No, T will be here.
Oh, well, good. Thank you.
Something to do tonight.
Thank you. I'm glad. Let's do it. It's the family Matthew show.
Right, it's Angel's first night, so work with him. Is it 30 seconds?
Oh, they don't get it right. And just when you thought it was safe, it is absolutely, positively not. And good Monday evening to you. And welcome again to still the most controversial, the hardest hitting, the rawest, provocative, non-filtered, not giving a damn who I talk about television talk show anywhere in America. Thank you so very much for being here with me. Hoping that your weekend was simply marvelous and that you are now experiencing your own greatness as you go throughout this particular week. Got a interesting show on tonight, and I'm going to have to take more commercial breaks than I normally take. What's this lint in my head, Jesus? I was rubbing my head. It was raining. I was downtown, and it started raining. I got a towel. Let me get this stuff out of my head. And then see until I looked on the camera. All right. No, but it started raining downtown Memphis, and I was downtown, and got wet because the only time that I decided to park legal, I parked my car around the corner to be legal instead of right in front of places like I normally would. It would pour down raining. No more legal stuff for me. All right, but thank you. I've got an interesting show. Somebody said I thought that was great. Well, baby, I do have gray hair. I've lived long enough to have one. I shave. I've been thinking about growing a beard. I really want to grow a beard. Okay, I want to grow a beard. But the last time I tried growing one, after about 5-6 days, it started itching. And I found myself doing like some of you women do when y'all wear that cheap weave, slapping my face, you know how y'all be slapping your head and stuff. So, but one of these days, I'm going to get to where I want to. But we have quite a few political ads, so I'm going to have to take some more breaks. Okay, thank you. Miss Debbie's in the house tonight. You got a director on the floor. Mm-hmm. But you politicians, I still got room for some of your advertising as well. Early voting does start this week. But I want to deal with something tonight. I want to deal with the tragic death of Brittany Allgood, who was killed here in Memphis by a young lady by the name of Bianca Sims. And these type of tragedies are going on all around the country. People are beefing over sometimes nothing. And the real story is hard to gather. I just had someone to send me a lot of the stuff that's going on Facebook among young folk, and the police are not charging this young lady. But I want to talk about when the beef ain't good. I had some young ladies from Detroit, Lisa and Sean. Thank you, lovely ladies, for coming by the office. And when I was telling them what the subject was going to be, especially that Sean, she said, oh, she thought I was going to talk about something else. When the beef ain't good. And I want to deal with this. I wish I had some telephone numbers of some of the family members, because I would love to talk with some of them. But I want to talk about this, and I got some views on this. When the beef ain't good, and I'm going to be talking about the tragic death of Brittany Allgood, 18 years old, killed by, I think this other young lady's probably about the same age, Bianca Sims. And I'm hearing it's all over some little broke-ass boy that neither one of them were seeing. So I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to take a commercial break right here, and then we're going to come back on the other side of the commercial break, and I'm going to get off into it. right here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. We'll be right back. We ain't got none.
Wants to become your next Shelby County resident.
Turn it so I can hear it.
It's more than capable of maintaining your records on land transactions, deeds, mortgages, and tax liens. She will make sure that accurate records of titles and every other record concerning your property is kept in such a manner that you can just walk into the registrar's office and get what you need in a speedy and professional manner.
We're in commercial break, you all.
Has a better idea on how the registrar's office should operate and will be accessible to all of the citizens of Shelby County. Shalandra Ford will create new innovative ideas to help educate, empower, and enlighten the citizens of Shelby County when it comes to their records. If you are a property owner in Shelby County, you will sleep better knowing that your records are in the hands of Shalandra Ford. On August 2nd, vote for the name that you can trust. Ford. Shalandra Ford. Early voting starts July 13th through the 28th. Paid for by the committee to elect Shalandra Ford. Deborah Williams, Treasurer. The citizens of State District 29 are used to years of service by a recognizable name that they know, and that name is Ford. That was John Ford, Joe Ford, and Ophelia Ford. Now, Shelby County Commissioner Justin Ford wants to continue that legacy of service by being elected as the state senator for District 29. Justin Ford is not just running off of his name, he's running on his record of service. In 2010, Justin was elected as the youngest member to ever be elected to the Shelby County Commission. He served as chair from 2014 to 2015. He has served on all 14 commission standing committees. He oversaw a $1.6 billion budget, and under his tenure, Shelby County experienced a $26 billion surplus. As chairman, Justin Ford instituted a summer youth program as well as a 501c3 grant program where proceeds were made available to each of Shelby County's 13 districts. On August 2nd, vote for a name that you can not only pronounce but recognize as a name that you can trust for service. Vote Justin Ford, State Senator, District 29. Early voting starts July 13th through the 28th. Paid for by the committee to elect Justin Ford, State Senator, District 29, Joe Ford, Treasurer. When you look up the words service, integrity, and accessibility, the definition always comes back State Representative Barbara Cooper of District 86. Barbara Cooper works tirelessly for the citizens of District 86. She returns calls. She holds town hall meetings. She works to get results, not just photo ops and praise. Not only does she sponsor legislation, but she holds community meetings to keep the citizens informed. She held a series of meetings on matters transportation, expungement clinics, property tax assistance, meetings on drugs and crime and jobs in the district. Her record of service is undeniable, not just for District 86, but for all of the state of Tennessee. When her opponent speaks of her age, ask him, what have you done in your short life? And then tell him, I'm voting for proven service and a proven servant. Barbara Cooper has sponsored 63 bills and co-sponsored 818 bills. Vote August 2nd to re-elect Barbara Cooper, State Representative, District 86. Early voting starts July 13th. Paid for by friends of Barbara Cooper.
In this day and time of tragedies, everyone needs to know how to come to the aid of others. Mid-South Supportive Living, located at 2564 Appling Road, number 107, can provide you with that knowledge. They will teach you the art of CPR and first aid. Who needs this training? You do. If you are a parent, business owner, security guard, do you own or work in a church or daycare? Then you need to learn these life-saving techniques. This course is only $60 and for ages 8 years of age on up. Call Mid-South Supportive Living at 901-590-2275 or go by 2564 Appling Road, number 107. Allison Brownlee is a woman who believes in community service, having served in the
How many more we got in this set?
industry for over 30 years. Member of the Davis YMCA's Board of Directors since 2015. Volunteer
Pastor's
for the
doing
Save Alcee Elementary campaign. She was a delegate to the National Democratic Convention in 2016. Member of the Shelby County Democratic Party's Executive and Steering Committee from 2009 to 2017. Member of the Democratic Women of Shelby County since 2014, and her list of her commitment to the Democratic Party goes on. Now, she wants you to elect her as the Democratic State Executive Committee woman for District 29. A position that has no pay, but just the reward of service to the Democratic Party. Allison says her political goal is to unite all Democrats and develop stronger, more effective leadership at the state level. So on August 2nd, vote Allison Brownlee, Democratic State Executive Committee woman, District 29. Early voting starts July 13th through the 28th. Paid for by the committee to elect Allison Brownlee.
The name Floyd Bonner means a legacy of experience.
This is the last one.
In Shelby County. Currently serving the citizens of Memphis and Shelby County as a chief deputy with the sheriff's office. Floyd Bonner has 37 years on the job. Respected by his colleagues and endorsed by the current sheriff, Floyd Bonner is the best choice to serve as our next sheriff of Shelby County.
I'm asking all residents of Memphis and Shelby County
10 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. Those are the only folks that you need to vote for. Early voting starts on this Friday. If they're not advertising on this show, hell, don't vote for them. They don't support black business, black media, then let their black asses not be elected. The white asses too, okay? And that's what it's all about. You still have an opportunity if you want to advertise during this political season, which starts on this Friday. We got to get LaTroy Williams commercial cut. He's running for Congress. Yeah, so I got to cut his commercial. You judges, you folk run for judges, you clerks. You know, somebody was telling me about this one particular black clerk that's running for, well, she's not a clerk, she's running. That don't think she needs to advertise. Everybody know her name. I hope her ass lose. I really do. I really hope she loses, because I haven't seen her sign up anywhere in the city. You got some of these politicians with their arrogance that think you just supposed to vote for them. Hell, forget you. Ooh, I really want to say that other word, but no. If they're not advertising on the Thaddeus Matthews Show, do not vote for them. Okay, plain and damn simple. So some of you still got a chance to call me. You got some money. We can talk. I'm even some days negotiable. Okay, but no, don't vote for them. Early voting starts on Friday. If they're not advertising, don't support them. And get the folk that are supportive of black business. You want a black vote, but you don't want to support black media. Y'all want to take all your money to the white folk, okay? But you don't want to support black TV. And I got a whole lot of folk that watch me. And y'all know that, so bring it on here. Justin Ford, what's up, man? We're gonna get Justin Ford on the air one night. So y'all vote for Justin. You hear the record of his service. At least vote for somebody whose name y'all can pronounce. Okay. Got these folk out here with these foreign names and stuff in our community. Hell, vote for folk who y'all know. The people with the foreign name, when they first ran, they needed me. And they advertised. Then after the people with the foreign names got elected, I couldn't even get a call back. So Justin, for a name that you recognize, y'all give Justin your vote and support. I'm gonna have him on one night this week as well. Now let's get into this. Not only in Memphis, but folk have lost their minds. I was sitting in the office this evening and the news came on about a girl, young girl, who's taken her 3-month-old baby, put the baby under some water in a pool in the apartment complex, and says she thought the baby could breathe underwater. The boyfriend on yesterday called the mama because the girl was texting him. I think they had broke up. She couldn't live without him and all that. What kind of stuff y'all got out here now that you can't do without? I'm 61 years old and I done had more coochie by accident than the average man gets on purpose. And I ain't never had none I got to have. And I ain't never had none I'm gonna kill me over. Okay, because if you quit me, you just made room for somebody else. I'm gonna kill me over some ass? No. But this girl had texted the boyfriend, and the boyfriend called the parents on yesterday and said, look, your daughter's this, that, and the other, and they said, oh, she's just depressed. Well, damn. Depression usually brings about suicide. So the girl today takes the baby, take the baby out to the pool in the, ain't that the one out there about, okay, off of Riverdale, right? Okay, ain't a mile from my house. Take the baby, put the baby under the 3 months old. Thought the baby could swim, could breathe underwater. Goes back in the house. Call the 911 people and tell the 911 people somebody already dead here, and by the time y'all get here, somebody else gonna be dead. So they go, they bust open the door when they get there. She laying out in the bathroom with pills everywhere, pill bottles everywhere. But they were able to revive her. One thing that we've got to recognize in our community is that mental illness is real. And anytime you want to kill yourself over a man or over a woman, or you out here fighting in the streets over a man or a woman, you got to be crazy. Something wrong with your ass. And let's just put it where it is. Something is terribly wrong with you. Okay? I don't care how good the Wanger thing is, girl. If somebody else has got a better Wanger thing than he got, I don't care how good the coochie is, ladies. Yeah, yours ain't the only good coochie. In fact, when you quit me, I get the opportunity to find some coochie that was better than yours, and I can call you and say, nah, I found some coochie better than yours. Yeah, but there is a mental illness that is taking place across this country. Now, when I look at what happened with Brittany Allgood, it's tragic. Y'all beefing over a nothing ass nigga. Y'all crazy. Yeah, y'all crazy. And the other girl, the killer's not gonna be charged. According to the Memphis Police Department, charges won't be filed against the woman who stabbed another woman in the fight. The police are saying Brittany Allgood, 18, was the woman stabbed in the heart and lung during a neighborhood fight. Thursday evening, Memphis police responded to a deadly stabbing in Hickory Hill. Investigators were called to the 6200 block of Night Arm around 5:50 p.m. When police arrived on the scene, officers found two women fighting who knew each other. The person responsible for the stabbing remained on the scene. She was later detained by officers. However, MPD confirmed on Sunday afternoon that no charges will be filed at this time, as it does appear to be self-defense. Now, the family today, and I wish I had a phone number on a family member, I would call you. The family of Allgood reached out to one of the local stations today to provide a statement on charges not being filed. And here's what that statement said. Today, at a private press conference in Memphis, Tennessee, the family of slain honor student Brittany Allgood demanded that the Memphis Police Department, District Attorney's Office, and other law enforcement officials conduct a thorough investigation of the July 5th, 2018 altercation between Brittany and another woman identified as Bianca Sims that left Brittany dead. According to the family, Brittany Allgood was an 18-year-old honor student and aspiring model with no history of violence who recently graduated from Ridgeway High School in Memphis and looked forward to attending college. Her life was taken, however, when she was stabbed in her heart and lungs by Bianca Sims during an altercation that was allegedly over a young man. Although Ms. Sims was detained briefly at the scene, she has not been arrested or otherwise taken into police custody because of what she alleges was self-defense. But what the family suspects may be preferential treatment that she's received because she is the stepchild of a Memphis police officer. According to the family spokesperson, there are many disputed facts in this case, along with evidence including witness accounts, video footage, and social media posts that establish that Ms. Sims may have threatened Brittany for months before the incident, asked Brittany for and discovered her location using social media on the day of the incident, attempted to run Brittany over with her vehicle upon sighting her at a different location just minutes before the incident, invited Brittany to follow her and lured her to a friend's apartment complex so they could fight, and then stabbed Brittany with a large butcher knife that she brought to the scene after Brittany arrived and ran up to her car weaponless. For this reason, the family contends that the question of whether this was self-defense by a woman attempting to protect her child, as Ms. Sims claims, or premeditated murder by a woman who endangered the welfare of her child by bringing her along to a fight that she initiated and a murder that she intended to commit. The family urges the Memphis Police Department, the district attorney, and other law enforcement to continue the investigation instead of closing it and relying solely on Ms. Sims' version of the facts and video footage of the fight scene alone. The family noted that an unbiased adjudicator of facts, such as a judge or jury who is not influenced by the perpetrator's relationship with the MPD, should be allowed to decide whether Ms. Sims, who has a known history of violence, was in fact an innocent victim who justifiably killed in self-defense, or a killer who willingly participated in a fight that she initiated and that resulted in the death of a victim that she lured to the scene. Once that is done, we are confident that justice will be served. Now, as I've received the story, that this was an ongoing situation concerning a boy that neither one of them had or were dealing with. Okay? I'm being told that the young lady that was dead, Brittany Allgood, was following behind this other young lady, Bianca Sims. It's something that I noticed in here that the family said. Where is that? Where is it? Where is it? I want to read it just like you all put it. Where is it? Where is, that was a point. Let's see, I think it's here. Brittany over her invited Brittany to follow her and lured her to a friend's apartment complex so they could fight, and then stabbed Brittany with a large butcher knife, which she brought to the scene after Brittany arrived and ran up to her car weaponless. The family is admitting here, in my opinion, that the young lady that is dead ran up and opened the door to the car. Now, I've been looking at, and I had a person that used to do some investigative work for me, sent me let me go to my emails. Now, I wish I had got this before, but I'm looking at some emails. Well, I'm looking at an email that was sent to me concerning this incident from some chatter that's on Facebook. Young girl by the name of Peach Hunt said, they've been fucking with this girl. Ho said, why the fuck she had the knife in the car? Anyway, that's what Peach said. Cash Key came back and said, cause bitch, it's Memphis, and she keep it on her FYTB. What's FYTB? I don't know, that's young folk talking. Peach Hunt said, bitch, I see you love killing the keyboard. Blankety blank sucking ass bitch. Y'all dope looking hoes was jealous bitch. Put that baby in a car to make it look like a cover up, weak ass bitch. Okay. Let me go back. They got more. Oh, wait a minute. I hit the wrong page. I knocked my own stuff off. Okay. Then I went back. Wait a minute. Let me go to the next page. Ooh, the next one is long. Cash Key wrote, let me give y'all some facts. Everything started when I got with my ex. Thank y'all told me where FYTB is. Okay. Cash Key says, let me give y'all some facts. Everything started when I got with my ex that is currently Brittany's best friend, Roselle's boyfriend. Roselle started wanting to fight because of the simple fact that the little nothing ass boy wanted me. Roselle's mother and Roselle's friend followed me and the boy to the South Haven Mall and was trying to jump me then. So, wait a minute. Who is long? So, of course, just like anybody else, folk, my people was pissed off about it, and that's when Roselle's best friend Brittany got in the situation. This is an ongoing beef since last year when Brittany got on Twitter speaking on Bianca's baby, saying she would slap her baby too. Of course, that caused beef between them. Roselle, Brittany, and plenty other girls came to where I used to live and tried to fight me and Bianca. Let me address that screenshot you all got from Twitter saying that Bianca tried to stab her then. It was me. And Bianca outside, and like 8 of them, and I didn't have in my hands except some pepper spray. Brittany and her friends assumed it was a knife because it was dark and she was all the way down the street and I was standing in my yard. Bianca didn't have in her hands. This was like any other beef, of course. Both parties was on Facebook calling names back, forth arguing. It was typical teenage girl social media beef. If you all going to post one screenshot, post all of them. I left the nothing ass nigga alone because he wasn't doing but bringing problems my way, and him and Roselle got back together. After him and Roselle, him and Roselle got together, Brittany and Roselle stopped being friends because Brittany didn't like all of the drama that Rochelle's boyfriend was constantly bringing to them. I just wish Brittany would have never got in it in the first place. I could go on and on about other situations. The day Brittany was stabbed, Bianca was taking her baby to something. Okay, what is all of this? So from reading this, bring that to me. From reading all this, Brittany didn't have nothing to do with it. He wants me to call him? Huh? He wants me to call him. How'd you get this? Okay. Let me bring that up. Let me see if I can use his phone. The father of Brittany wants me to give him a call. See if I can make this thing work. I got some new technicians in the house tonight.
Welcome her to the SVP.
Welcome her. She been here forever. Turn on, let's see if I got anything. Wait a minute. Turn this up. Turn the speaker up.
That's what she's doing. It's coming through the speaker.
Huh?
It's coming through the speaker.
He said he wanted me to call him, didn't he?
Please leave your message for.
Okay. Brittany Allgood, the young lady that was killed, her father left a message, Mr. Williams, that he wanted me to call him. And Mr. Williams, I'm trying to reach you. Let me try you again, sir. Turn it back up.
Hello.
Mr. Williams?
Yeah.
Hold on just a moment. Turn it up. I said hold on a minute, sir. I'm trying to bring it up on there.
No, I don't want to talk over here.
Well, sir, if you calling me while I'm working, you must want me to talk to you on there.
Now, I wish you get out there.
No, sir. I do TV. I don't do off the air. If you want to talk about the death of your daughter, we talk about it on the air.
It on us, because it's the things that I want to, it's the way I want to handle this, Daddy, but I want you, I let you talk and clarify the things that I tell you, but I don't want to be the one heard on her talk.
Oh, well, just say the things that you can say. Is there anything that, first of all, let me wish you condolences to you and your family in this particular situation. Is there anything that you can say on the air? Mr. Williams? Mr. Williams? Hello? Mr. Williams? Okay, let me make sure I got us on there. Hold on. Can you hear me, Mr. Williams?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, but I'm not picking up on there. Hold on just a second. All right, go ahead, sir. Mr. Williams?
Yeah, what you need to clarify, Daddy?
Okay. First of all, and I understand you saying that there are some things that you don't want to tell me on the air, and I will give you a call after I go off there, if there are some things that you need to give me for clarity. What have you been told was going on?
All that I've been told was going on is that my child had been murdered, and that it was a situation dealing with a fight, and she was stabbed. That's all they told me, and that's all I knew when it first started, when it initially happened to me.
Okay.
I knew nothing else about what the police had. I didn't know about no videos. I didn't know about none of this until Saturday when I first talked to a lieutenant in homicide. That's it.
Okay. So,
That's all I know.
so have you been told by anybody, any of your family members or any of her friends about her relationship as far as Bianca Sims is concerned? Sir?
After the fact, I was told about some of the story about what their relationship was. And the same thing was told to me that they were some people who had an issue for a long time.
Okay. Were you also told that this was over some boy?
I heard that, but that's not the truth. Not dealing with Brittany. That has nothing to do with the situation that happened.
So what is the truth? What is the situation, sir?
From what the police tell me, it's a self-defense situation.
All right.
Not a self-defense situation. She's
All right.
a willing participant in a fight. So, she's a willing participant in a fight that she okayed to happen, that she told to come meet with, and all that. It's a situation that should not be let off, or even should have been put out in the first place to justify a homicide in less than 48 hours.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the police come to a conclusion that it was self-defense, why do you think it's not self-defense?
Because of things that I've seen for myself after the situation.
All right.
That's why I believe it's
What are the facts that you know of? Not
I
the facts
can't
that
talk
you.
about that. I can't say that. I can't get too specific like that.
Was your daughter involved in the fight? Did your daughter go to the car and open up the car door of Bianca Sims?
No.
So,
She did not open her door. That is a lie.
so how did they get to fighting? How did your daughter get stabbed by Bianca if Bianca is in the car?
That is,
How did your daughter get stabbed if Bianca was in her car? How did your daughter get aggressive, or the situation became aggressive between her and Bianca?
that is if all I can tell you is if she didn't open the door, you can pretty much put together how else.
No, I can't pretty much put together. I mean, how did your daughter and Bianca Sims come in contact with each other on this particular evening?
Okay. She told her to meet her at the gas station. My daughter asked her about something, about the issue, and she told her to hold on, I'm gonna come into there and we gonna fight. So she told her.
That's what your daughter told
No, that's what the Bianca girl told my daughter.
her? That they was gonna fight?
My daughter didn't open her car door. She tried to run my daughter over with the car, pulling into the driveway.
All
My
right,
daughter jumped out the way, Dad.
okay, let me ask you this. Whose car was it that your daughter was in?
She was with friends.
So she's a passenger in the car.
Correct.
So she was not driving the car that she was in.
Correct.
So did this car that was driven by your daughter's friends, did this car follow behind the car that Bianca Sims was in?
Say that again, Dad.
The car that your daughter was in was one car. Bianca Sims is in another car. Did she follow the driver of the car that your daughter was in? Did they follow behind Bianca Sims?
From the video that is out there, Bianca Sims is the one that led them there.
So they were going to a place to fight.
That's what the video shows.
Okay.
That's, if you see the police video, or the video that's on Facebook, that's what it shows.
Well, for what has been said, and I don't know, just like you weren't there, is that the car that your daughter was in had followed Bianca Sims for 3 or 4 miles. Do you know of that?
No.
Okay. That's what's out there, that's what's in social media. How did the fight come off once they got to wherever? But the biggest question is, if you know that there's a fight about to take place, why do you follow? If you think that, and I've read the
Look, Dad. Look, Dad. That fight wasn't no playing fight. Okay? That chick wasn't playing right there. Okay? They didn't plan to fight like people assuming that they planned to fight. You got 2 girls that were out in the same area who saw each other. Talking mess. And what the Bianca girl said, pull over here, we can fight. They say, okay, we finna pull over here, we can. They sat in the turning lane. Police looking at a video with no audio. So all they see is what she told them at the scene when they detained her. They're not listening to nothing, they just looking. So to them and what she told them, she seems like a victim.
Okay, but here's the question I'm asking. From the point that they saw each other to the point that the altercation took place, we're talking about 2 different locations, am I correct?
We're talking in the same location.
So are you saying that everything took place in one spot?
It took place in the same area.
No, that's not the question I asked you. The question is where they saw each other at, and they said, I'm gonna fight you, and we're gonna pull over to this spot. That is not the same spot as the altercation took place. So the car that your daughter was in followed then Bianca's car?
Yes.
Okay. My question comes back. Why did, if they knew a fight was about to start, why did they follow Bianca Sims' car?
Bianca Sims told them to follow the car. So they followed the car.
Wait a minute. Bianca Sims told them to follow, and they just did what Bianca said.
Yeah, what she said, they followed. Cause they all wanted to fight, I guess, so she followed, they followed.
So they all wanted to fight.
They all wanted to fight.
Okay. So how does your
Brittany, let me specify this to you.
Okay.
Brittany and Bianca wanted to fight.
All right. Why did Brittany want to fight?
From what I understand, Bianca's been picking with her.
Where does the boy come up in this?
Has nothing to do with it.
So your daughter wanted to fight.
Because that's the girl that's been picking with her.
Okay. So when they get to the scene of the fight, what does your daughter, because your daughter is a passenger in a car. What does your daughter do once they get to wherever it is that they're supposed to fight?
They drive away from her. She was still in the turning lane, and they went into the parking lot of the gas station that was right there.
How does your daughter, who has already followed Bianca, you saying that they wanted to fight, how do they she got to get out the car she in. She ain't
They
driving.
were all, again, and when you say follow, let me make this clear. From what I understand, they were already going that way anyway. Because that's the route they were going to go where they were going. They were going to end up at the same place.
Okay, but the car that your daughter is in pulls over, right?
All right, Daddy, I got you.
No, why you gotta go? Cause see, I'm asking you, how'd your daughter is a passenger in the car. She ain't driving. So why did your daughter get out of the car?
How did who get out of the car?
Why did your daughter, Brittany, get out of the car?
I can't answer that question for you.
Okay.
All I know is she got out of it.
All right, she got out of the car. Did your daughter approach the car that Bianca was in?
No. She wasn't at the car that Bianca was in. She was on the heel of the gas station. Bianca was in the turning lane.
So when they got to where they was gonna fight at, they got to a spot where they was gonna fight, right? Am I correct?
That's correct.
They got to a spot where they was gonna fight, am I correct? Sir?
Got to a spot.
They got to the spot where they was gonna fight. Your daughter gets out of the car that she is a passenger in. So after your daughter gets out of the car that she is riding in, that she's a passenger in, that she's not driving, and you've already stated that they wanted to fight, did your daughter approach Bianca Sims' car?
No, Bianca Sims' car approached my daughter. She didn't approach her car approached her. That's how they got it.
Okay, how'd your daughter get stabbed? The car didn't stab. How did the stabbing? See, you gotta get close to each other for a stabbing to take place. How did
Okay, I'm not calling to discuss all these facts of the case.
What you calling me for? What did you want, wait a minute, what did you want me to call you for?
I'm calling to demand the police to investigate, the DA, the MPD.
Well, that ain't what you would do on my show,
I
dog.
want a private conversation, this is the criminal case, Daddy, I can't really tell you, that's why I told you that.
No, it ain't a private situation because it's all in the news, brother. It ain't private.
I understand it.
And I'm
trying to make it on here.
I
just want the police.
Sir, I ain't got nothing to do, I don't have, sir, Mr. Williams, I don't have nothing to do with the investigation. But you asked for me to call you, okay? You asked for me to call you, I didn't know you, don't know your number. You asked me to call you, and I'm asking you a very simple question. The simple question that I'm asking is, how did your daughter and Bianca Sims get close enough for a stabbing to take place? Somebody had to do something, and there is a reason that the police is saying that this is self-defense. Simple question, did your daughter approach the vehicle that Bianca Sims was in?
Not first stabbing.
I ain't talking about at first. Look, when the stabbing took place.
I'm gonna just this that when she drove her car into the parking lot and tried to hit Brittany with the car, Brittany ran around the other side of the car. She had to jump out the way into the grass because Bianca Sims ran up on the curb trying to hit her. She jumped out the way of that car and ran around to the other side of it.
So Brittany had gotten out of the car then, right?
She was already out of the car before Sims even came into the parking lot. Sims never had to come into the parking lot. She was there by herself.
So,
The kids was
but
no one near her.
but if you're telling me that the fight, the conversation of wanting to fight started somewhere else, right?
It started on the same street.
All right, it started on the, all right, let's agree to that. It started on the same street, but the cars moved to another spot. Can we agree on that?
Yes, we can agree on this, Daddy. I want these people to look into this and investigate.
So I'm not the police. You have to give that to the police. This is a television show, and I'm trying to get to all of it. Okay, I'm trying to deal with all of it. You can't pick and choose what you're going to talk about, brother.
I'm gonna give you this, that a lot of those facts that people putting out are all wrong.
That's the reason I'm talking to you, because if you know what the facts are, give me what the facts are. Because if you're telling me that the car was in one place and everybody decides they want to fight Brittany and your daughter wants to fight, they move to a place to fight. The cars had to move. Huh?
Call me out there. You call me out there and call me back.
So I'm not interested in calling you off the air. If you can't talk about it on there, what we gonna talk about? What we gonna talk about? See, it ain't no big dog secret, brother. It ain't no big dog secret. It's all over the news. It's all over social media. And if you know what the facts are, then correct the facts. There are thousands of people watching right now and listening to you. Then give me what the facts are. Or tell me you just don't know what the facts are.
I can't give you the facts on this.
You can't give me the facts
I
because
don't know the facts.
right, you don't know the facts.
A judge and jury need to decide.
A judge and jury can only do it if the young lady has been charged with a crime. Judge and the jury can't get involved unless there has been a charge. There has been no charge. And for some reason, other than what you're saying that her stepdaddy is on the police, he'd have to be a high-ranking police officer. Okay? But the facts, and that's the reason I'm asking you, sir, how did your daughter and Bianca Sims get within close contact of each other? You got to get close to
Read the second paragraph for the president. A lot of what you asking me is in there, President.
Sir, you asked me to call you. You asked me to call you. And you know, I don't beat around the bush. This ain't no game with me. This is what I do. Okay? And if you're not going to come forward, you've already stated you don't know what the facts are. And there has to be some reason that the police, and let me clear something for you. If you approach my vehicle and I'm in my vehicle and you come to me in an aggressive manner, I have the right to protect myself. Okay?
That's not what happened.
Then tell me what you know.
What I know from the video, she tried to run over with a car. That's what I know from the video.
But the video, the car did not stab your daughter. How did your daughter, sir, how did your daughter and Bianca get close enough for a stabbing to take place?
Because when Bianca parked her car, she opened that door and got out the car.
Who got out the car?
Bianca got out of her car. My daughter didn't open her door. She didn't go inside her car. That girl was out of her car.
The girl was out of her car.
She was out of her car. She was not in her car. She wasn't in her car. She didn't open her car door. It wasn't four girls inside her car right there like this. No.
How many people were in the car that your daughter was in?
Five. From what I understand.
Five? So did all five of the girls?
Wait, listen. These girls were going swimming. This wasn't no planned thing from when they first woke up. No. These kids were going swimming in the area that all of them be. That's all it was.
Why didn't they keep on going to where they were going to swim?
It's the same thing I want to know.
Here's what I say, Mr. Williams. These young folk with all this beef and getting mad and all this, it's crazy. It was, even in the tragedy of your daughter's death, it could have been avoided.
That's true. Damn right it could have been.
It could have been. This beefing that these young girls got going on, it didn't make sense, man. It don't make sense. Shamika Scott, if you don't like it, then get off the page. Anything else you want to say, Mr. Williams?
You said it again, Sam?
I said, anything else you like to say? And again, my condolences go to you and your family. But as I look at this situation, everybody that was there is involved. And let me tell you who I even fought even more than I fought Bianca, and even in the tragedy of Brittany, is the folk that were out there, instead of trying to break it up, they got a camera, got a phone in their hand, taking video. Instead of trying to stop the beat, stop the violence, they would rather video it and put it up on Facebook than to do what any normal, rational thinking human being would do and try to diffuse the situation. Because whatever it was that they were fighting about, whether it was a boy, whether it was over Facebook, it ain't worth your daughter being dead, man. It ain't worth you having to bury your child, man. I appreciate your call, Mr. Williams. Let's take a commercial break and we'll be right back here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show.
Hello, my name is Eddie Neal. I lived in this community for more years than I care to admit, and I want to be.
Bring it down.
Current legislator, Mr. Hardaway, is more concerned about what's happening at the Landis Center in Mississippi. There's a killing and carjacking happening right here in our city every day. There's dilapidated buildings. There's torn up this and torn up that. If you will
know, I got an idiot
address
on
all
Instagram,
Here's something.
and I'm gonna
that
soon
happened
cut the
before.
comments off
Give you
on
my word.
Instagram on a permanent basis. I've got an idiot that comes on every day, and you want to advertise somebody's business. You're not affiliated with those businesses. You think you're doing it to irritate me, pro-broke motherfucker. But what I'm going to do is just cut the comments off on the page, period.
Representative who's concerned about who's singing at a concert in Mississippi. You deserve a man that is going to bring economic empowerment back to your community. You deserve a man of conviction, a man who gives his word and stands on it. A man who in 2006, the Shelby County Commission, because of his integrity, chose him to represent you in Nashville as the then representative was leaving office. So on August 2nd, vote for a strong man with a strong voice who wants to make District 93 stronger. Vote Eddie Neal, paid for by the committee to elect Eddie Neal, treasurer. Sleepy Z's Mattresses and Furniture by Michael Zellner, where you save from 50 to 80% off of retail prices every day of the week. Sleepy Z's has an A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau with over 400 5-star reviews. Sleepy Z's has won the Commercial Appeals Memphis Most Best Mattress Store 3 years in a row, and voting has now started for them to win the 4th year in a row. Please do me a personal favor and vote for Sleepy Z's. It's very easy to do. Go to memphismost.com and go under shopping. Then under Best Mattress Store, you can vote once a day until July 20th. Michael has been a loyal advertiser of the Thaddeus Matthews Show for over 4 years, and we want to make this 4 years in a row that Sleepy Z's wins Memphis Most Best Mattress Store. Once again, go to memphismost.com and go under shopping, then under Best Mattress Store, and then vote for Sleepy Z's by Michael Zellner. As always, when you mention my name, when you go in, you'll get an additional 10% off their already deeply discounted prices on mattresses, furniture, and pillows. Sleepy Z's is located at 2790 Kirby Whitten Road at the corner of Summer Avenue, next to Hollywood Feed, and we sell tools. You can call the store directly at 901-692-6200. Sleepy Z's by Michael
You put
Zellner.
no alpha
You
this in.
never wake up on the wrong side of the bed.
No one cares more about the city of Memphis than its police officers. 228 citizens lost their lives last year. And public safety and economic growth are impossible.
You finished with yours at home?
Without police officers willing to risk it all to protect the community.
No.
So the city of Memphis restored the benefits.
You finished one at the church and I'm finished with mine at
This
home.
number will continue to dwindle.
I'm finished with the one church.
Agreeing that the basic
We finished one of them, we got one more at the church.
But you know, I drink more at the church than I do when I get home.
Well,
make our city
I
safe.
drink more at home.
I'm going to hell, then motherfuck you, I'm going. Then, bitch, you gone from here though.
The owner of Shop and Save, and we would like to personally thank you for 25 great years of
When you're looking for the best soul food in town, the only place to come, whether you're in South Memphis, whether you're in North Memphis, in fact, it's worth driving all the way across town. Shop and Save, 1499 South 3rd, where you can get some of the best food, whether it's breakfast, lunch, or dinner, right here.
Mary, how are you this evening?
I think I'm gonna pick time out right now. Give me some turkey wings, give me some candy yams, give me some of the Dalton beans, give me some of the taba.
In fact, ladies and gentlemen, you need to do just like me.
What brand?
Come down to Shop and Save,
I don't know.
1499 South 3rd,
What?
celebrating
I was
25
gonna ask you a
years
question that came
of
up.
doing business in the
Shop and Save, and we don't keep our time just right, just before 8, don't be late. I read the share, I stay in there because I don't play in there. I appreciate you being, come and see me, come on down.
time of bereavement, there are three things that's important to every family. That's service, professionalism, and cost. And if cost is a factor in your time of bereavement, then you need to be going to R.B. Bernard Funeral Services, where a complete funeral package starts at $18.95.
$18.95? My family spent $5,000. I told y'all don't come down here. We should have went to Arbonne Funeral Service. Get my stuff and let's get up out of here. I mean, let's go.
Brother, everything is going to be okay.
I hope so.
Because your family is now going to do like so many families in the Mid-South area and take their loved ones to R. Bernard Funeral Services, where they will honor any funeral policy. You heard me correctly. They will honor any funeral policy that you want to take to any other funeral home. R. Bernard got you. Look, let me tell you, they also have cremations that start at $695. You can't beat the service that you're going to get in R. Bernard's Funeral Services. Once your loved one arrives at R. Bernard Funeral Services, they're in the hands of qualified licensed funeral directors and morticians. R. Bernard Funeral Home, located at 27.
You know what I'm looking at to come in tonight.
Give them a call in your time of bereavement. Area code 901-400-0100. Man, you at R. Bernard Funeral Home now. I know you have it.
You played six.
I was having my
You wanna
phone.
keep going or come in?
You bring me back after this.
Neither one of us knew what to do with the process started. The staff at Tiger Bible informed us of what was required and
You should have been there for yesterday's sermon, or listen online. And welcome back to the Thaddeus Matthews Show. And I was just speaking with the father of Brittany Allgood, the young lady that was killed on the 5th. And again, condolences go to the family, but there has to be a reason that the police is stating that no charges will be filed, and that is self defense. And I wish that someone from Bianca's family would contact me as well. But the main thing is that the beefing is something that's crazy. If you are in a passenger in a car that's about to do something, get out the car. Don't let me ride with you and tell me we finna go rob the bank. No, you pull over, let me out, and then I'm gonna call them people and tell them, Pookie and them finna go rob the bank. I was in the car, I had good sense, I'm calling the police, y'all go get them niggas are finna go rob the bank. No, the judgment has to come in, okay? Judgment has to come in, and y'all don't use judgment. You don't use judgment at all. Our young folk, and it's not always the young folk. And I took that Ray-Gun stage guy off the page. It ain't always young folk, but the beefing, why? You know, this was called a neighborhood fight. What is a neighborhood fight? But let me tell you, see, Facebook will take me off for 30 days at a time for my conversation on all these issues. Cause somebody gets mad at what I said, and you want to report what I said. But you got this type of madness all over Facebook. Y'all have these Facebook fights. If Brittany Allgood had went on about her business, she'd still be alive. You don't follow nobody to a fight. And I hear the family says she was lured into a fight. Ms. Sims may have threatened, and I'm looking at what the family said. Ms. Sims may have threatened Brittany for months before the incident, asking Brittany for and discovered her location using social media on the day of the incident. Why? I'm gonna tell you why I'm at, if I don't want to fight. Attempted to run Brittany over with her vehicle upon sighting her at a different location just minutes before the incident. He invited Brittany to follow her and lured her to a friend's apartment complex so they could fight, and then stabbed Brittany with a large butcher knife. You can't lure grown folk unless grown folk want to be lured. Okay? See, really, actually, the driver of the car could be charged. Why y'all go to this location to fight? Was this location where y'all live? Y'all said y'all going swimming. Why did you stop there? She didn't run. Let me see if I can find some more of this stuff that was sent to me. Check my inbox. Y'all know I can't do nothing. Wait a minute. The cash, okay. Give me a pen real quick.
Get it?
Where I got it. 0878. Is that what you were saying?
Uh-huh.
All right, let me call her friend. Boy, this is gonna be interesting. Turn me back up. See, y'all can't get this kind of information on 3, 5, and 13. Mm-mm.
Hello.
This is Thaddeus Matthews. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Can you turn it up just a little bit for me?
Okay.
All right. Now, first of all, now you asked me to call you. Now, who are you and what's your relationship to this situation?
I'm Kay. I'm the one on the scene who was doing exactly baby at the car. And it was me and Ricky.
Do what now?
It was me and Brittany's best friend. We was the ones that was into it originally.
All right, now let me get all this. It was you and Brittany's best friend.
Yeah.
And that's the girl called Roselle.
Yeah, this the girl.
Okay, so it was you and Brittany.
Yeah.
Okay. Why were y'all into it?
We was all into it because Rosha wanted to fight about her ex-boyfriend.
Rasha wanted to fight who about her ex-boyfriend?
She wanted to fight me.
She wanted to fight you
Yeah.
about the ex-boyfriend.
Yeah, Rasha's mother, Rasha, and her friend, they had followed us to Scott Page Mall. That's how it originally started. They had tried to jump me there, and this was Brittany had got in it because my people had got in it.
So are you saying that Brittany had nothing to do with the boyfriend. Brittany was just getting in the fight based on this other girl being her friend.
Yes, that's exactly what happened.
Okay. Then is this on the 5th? Is this when this happened?
Yes.
Were you one of the persons in the car?
No, I was not in the car. I pulled up and as they was leaving, I didn't got the baby out the car.
So you're the one that got the baby out the car?
Yes.
All right, so how did all of this take place?
They had seen, Bianca, she was taking her baby to the hospital. They seen Bianca coming off her street, she was sitting at a red light. So they jumped behind Bianca, and that's when she called the police, and after I told her she had called me, she was like, come get my baby out the car. She was by the gas station. They got a problem on her. So this how.
Wait a minute, they followed her, she was on her way to the doctors or to the hospital with her baby.
Yeah.
And they stopped at a light?
No, she was waiting at a stop sign.
She was what?
She was waiting at a stop sign.
She was waiting at a stop sign. Okay. And what's this other girl name? Brittany was in the other car with these other girls, right?
Yeah, it was 5 of them in the car, it was 4 girls and 1 dude.
Okay. How did they get to the spot where the fight took place? Did was anyone following anyone? How did they get there?
What do you mean how they did that?
I mean, how did they get to the spot where the killing took place?
Because eventually Bianca's car had cut off in front of the gas station.
All right, Bianca's car cut off in front of the service station.
Bianca's car ran out of gas. She tried to crank back up. She was trying to crank back up. That's why it was sitting like that for a little bit. Then when she finally come back up, she had pulled to the end of the gas station. Her car cut off again. She sat right there. And this when they came up to her car, opened her door. And
Okay, wait. Let me get to something first. The father was telling me a few minutes ago about Bianca trying to run over Brittany. Did you see that take place?
That is not true.
Huh?
That is not true.
So are you saying that the car that Brittany was in followed Bianca?
Yes, they were following Bianca, because the dude that was in the car, he had a gun. Bianca was telling them that she was not about to do that right now because her baby was in the car. The dude started pointing the gun at the back seat saying, fuck your baby.
Who had a gun?
It was the dude who had the gun.
That was in the car with who?
With Brittany, yeah.
Okay, now some things begin to make sense.
You know,
Now, wait a minute. Now, let's make sure we got this clear. Okay? You're saying that the car that Brittany was in followed Bianca, that there was a guy in the car that had a gun?
Yes, and he was hiding out the window, pointing the gun towards the back seat. And the police seen that in the video, because police had me point the dude out in the lineup. He had me and Bianca put the dude out in the lineup. I don't know his name, they didn't tell me his name, but I did see a mugshot of him.
So the guy that was in the car that Brittany was in was pointing the gun outside of the car.
Yes, he was hiding out the car, pointing the gun towards the back seat where Bianca's baby was.
Okay. And so what happened at that point? Does the police have video of the guy hanging out the car with the gun?
They have all that. Yes.
Okay. Who was taking the pictures of the guy with the gun hanging out the car?
Well, no one taking pictures. They see what the street, the baby counts. They also seen them run 2 red lights trying to get the Bianca.
Okay. Okay. So when they got to where the scene where the murder took place, you're saying that there was no running, no one trying to run over anybody with a car?
There was no one trying to run Bianca over. Bianca pulled into a busy gas station where a whole lot of people were. She wanted plenty of us witnesses.
So how did the stabbing, who approached who?
Brittany, all of the girls were supposed to jump in the car, but Brittany was the one who opened the door.
So all these girls got out of the car.
Yes.
Where was the guy with the gun?
The guy, he was just standing back. He was pointing the gun towards Bianca while Bianca and Brittany was fighting.
He was doing what now?
He was pointing the gun towards Bianca while Bianca and Brittany was fighting. He just didn't go to the tree. He just pointing the gun the whole time.
And she had a knife in the car.
Yes, she keeps the knife in the car. She also keeps pepper spray in the car.
Okay. So you're saying that, and you were on the scene?
Yes, I pulled up after Bianca stabbed Brittany.
Okay. That Brittany went to the car as though she was gonna pull Bianca out of the car?
Yeah, hold on, can you keep on saying?
Huh?
What did you say?
I'm saying that did Brittany get out of the car with the other girls and this guy, they approached the car that Bianca was in, and you're saying that Brittany opened up the door?
Yes, Brittany opened up the door. So everyone was saying, why didn't she stab the boy? She didn't stab the boy because the boy didn't open the door. Brittany was the one who opened the door.
So now it makes, it doesn't make sense, but it makes sense why the police are not filing charges. If they've got surveillance evidence of a person that's already on the scene with a gun, okay? And these persons, including the person with the gun, approaches the car, and the car door is open, it gives this young lady, Bianca Sims, every right to defend her life.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So you got the baby out of the car.
Yes, I got the baby out of the car.
And you got the baby out of the car at what point?
Well, when I pulled up, I got out of the car. That's when he pointed the gun towards me, he told me to get back in the car.
Who pointed the gun at you?
The boy who had the gun. That's why I had to go down there and point him out in the lineup. If he pointed towards me, he told me to get back up in the car. After he said that, they got in the car and they pulled off. This and I went and got the baby out the car.
Okay. So Bianca stabbed Brittany because she opened up the door.
Yeah.
So are you saying to me that that Bianca was inside her car?
She was.
So Bianca felt threatened by the 5 girls and the guy with a weapon.
Yes, that's what she was threatened by.
Where did they take the guy to jail?
Yes, they did take the guy to jail.
You don't know his name?
I don't know his name. I just seen a mugshot of him and the police talk with him. He had 6 people and he asked me which one was filming.
You saw his mugshot where?
When the police showed me his mugshot, he asked was it him.
Okay.
I don't know his name. They didn't tell me his name.
So
I've never seen him before.
you did a photo lineup?
Yes.
And picked him out?
Yes.
Whew. All right. Anything else you want to share?
Nope, that's all.
All right. Thank you so much, yeah. Now, Channel 3, Channel 5, and Channel 13, will y'all steal my stuff off my show? Will y'all say y'all got it off the Thaddeus? Hell no, y'all ain't gonna say that. Breaking news, y'all know damn well y'all don't break nothing in this town. In fact, Dale, I want you to take this, break it up tomorrow with my conversation, with that young lady there. And let's put it on the church site, let's put it on the Thaddeus A. Matthews Facebook page, and we'll put it on the church site as well, okay? Ooh. So, if what this young lady is saying is true, then I understand why no charges have been forged. If the surveillance camera shows 5 or 6 people approaching to attack and one has a weapon, she had the right to defend her life. You heard it first, right here on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. We're gonna take a commercial break, and we'll be right back. We're gonna take a commercial break, and we'll be Angel? You don't want to take a commercial break? Call your mama in there, because I'm seeing something else on the screen besides me.
No.
I see the commercial playing off to the side. How the hell y'all do that? Huh?
I had to go take care of Daryl. So this what we gonna do.
What?
And I found out what, I had to go let Daryl in, and she hit something, but let me figure it out. You can't talk.
Okay. Miss Debbie and her daughter in there tonight, so. I saw the little commercial playing on the 2 inches of the screen on the side. Okay. And I mean no disrespect to Mr. Williams and his family. But this is what I do. And to call me with just, yeah, I want to investigate. Naturally you do. It's your daughter. But let's be real though, brother. Your daughter was in a place that she had no place being, man. And that's what's wrong with our young folk. I see y'all still practicing. She didn't have no business being there. And it's tragic because nobody, when you bury your loved ones, see if somebody need to be blocked on the,
That's what I'm looking for.
okay.
Okay, we're gonna try it now.
You're gonna try it now? All right, Ms. Denver, I see the commercial already playing though. On the side, she gonna get it. Debbie gonna get it. Debbie gonna get it. You ready for me to try it, Ms. Debbie? Angel said no. Well, this is live TV, y'all. This ain't tape TV, so this is live TV. So I'll just keep on talking. They said they can't hear me, they hear the commercial. We all cut the, now, are y'all here? So y'all will be hearing me, no? Every time y'all go to that. I hear it on TV. Ain't no need to be talking if the commercial playing. Just stop the commercial. You can't? Miss Debbie. Well, don't call your name. Well, they ain't hearing me. The commercial.
We hear you loud and clear.
Are y'all hearing me or you hearing reflections?
Ain't no commercial playing, you just see it.
Well, can I have the whole screen back? Okay. Now they said they hear me now. Thank you, Rosalind B. I ain't gonna get the whole screen back. But here's what apparently happened. Yep. Y'all got there's this ongoing beef going on between these ladies. They run into each other out in the Hickory Hill area. Oh, bitch, you've been looking for me, huh, bitch? Let's settle this right now. We gonna, okay. The girl has her baby in the car. You pull over to the service station, wherever it is, and you already got one of these stupid ass Negroes in the car that will pull up a gun. You bad, you gangster. And you pointing the gun out towards the girl in the back seat of the car. She pulls over. 4 or 5 people get out of the car. Her baby's in the car. Guy got the gun. She's already seen the guy in the gun. What's she supposed to do but pick up a weapon? Who's this new Christian? They said you can say whatever they feel.
She's straight.
She's straight. Somebody else.
She just talking.
Okay. What was she supposed to do? It's tragic. It's tragic that our young people, you got this mindset, you got this wanting to go to the graveyard mentality, and that's it. You think you bad, you want to be gangsters, you don't know how to walk away from situations. You allow every situation to lead you on a path to the graveyard. And the graveyard will hold you. If the information that the friend just gave me is correct, I understand why no charges have been filed. Okay? Here's what you got to do, parents. And I know in some instances you can do all the preaching, all the singing, all the praying, all the talking to that you want to do, but it still don't make any difference. But you've got to prepare your children for dying. That if you're out there, folk ain't playing about their life no more. I ain't gonna never argue with none of these young Negroes. You gotta die. Okay? Your daughter should went on swimming. And I know it's hard for the family to accept. And you try to find some reason why it's not justifiable. None of it's ever justifiable. But sometimes we place death at our own front door. At our own front doors. There could have been other charges. Okay? Every action has a consequence. Every action has a consequence. You're not a coward because you just say, hey man, F it, I'm gone. Hey, let's squash this. Over nothing ass boy that neither one of them apparently had at the time. We must learn to walk away. I've wanted to do something as a church on conflict resolutions, but even if I held a seminar and brought some people in, would nobody show up? I've been spending my time, my energy, my money to bring in people to do this, and would nobody show up? And I agree with what somebody says. While every action brings about a consequence, every action does not deserve a reaction. You know, It's sad. It's sad that this is the world that we're living in. It's sad that our children, um, and I'm getting other text messages about this. Um, it's it's just tragic. But to the rest of you young folk that were in the car, how do you feel tonight? Oh, brother probably in jail, and I'm gonna try to find out his name. How do you feel? You other young ladies that wanted to be tough, you want to be little junior gangsters. How do you feel tonight? How do you parents of these young girls who are in that car, how do you feel about the actions of your child? You know, and until we in our community get some damn good sense and stop reacting to every time somebody bump into you, every time somebody says something about you. You're a damn fool fighting over a man or a woman, a boy or a girl. See, little girls, when you get through, that's his little wangama thing betwixt his leg. He gonna do with it what he wants to do with it. Why you gonna get upset? Go and get, it's plenty of wangama thing out there, get you another one. But don't let anyone drive you to the point that you put your entire life at stake, whether it's death, whether it's a cemetery or the penitentiary. The mindset of our people must change. It's got to change. Can we go now? Can we try it? You think? Huh? What you think, Miss Debbie?
It's on there.
Huh? Oh, that we're gone. Angel, what you do?
I hit play.
You hit play. What's up, Scat? Oh, let's see if I can get Bianca to talk to me.
My daughter just sent it. So, that's part of her full-time project. He's gonna be a full-time project. He's gonna take a little while.
See if I can get Bianca to talk to me. Some of you, I see some of y'all talking, they waited hours before taking her to the hospital while she was bleeding out. That's not necessarily the truth. If she was already dead on the scene, they left her dead on the scene. If she was already DOA, they leave you on the scene. They can't take her to the hospital. How they gonna take her to the hospital? She's been stabbed in the heart and the lung. Can you get, can you get Justin Ford back on and that Shalandra? Huh?
I know Allison Brownlee was advertising with you.
Who?
Allison Brownlee.
Alice who?
Allison.
Oh, you know her?
You just
Do what?
you don't know who you just
I know Allison very well.
Oh, okay. You just collected the money.
Yes. What else?
Huh?
What else?
Oh, that's what you're supposed to do, get paid.
Oh, but I know Allison very well.
Yeah, yeah. She good sister.
Huh?
She good sister.
Yeah.
I didn't know she's running for office. She ain't never said nothing.
But she run for one of them unpaid offices.
Like executive something?
She wants to be on the executive committee person for the state where they make the rules for the Democratic Party.
But she gotta pay money to run for this election though, right?
She has to pay me.
Well, I mean, anyway, you gonna buy a position, that don't make no, anyway, maybe I don't know.
But these people who are in this politics, hell, they so deep off into it. Cause she called me, cause we used to be real good friends back in the day. And, you know.
I figured as much when you say, oh, I know her real well.
Well, I mean, but hell, we ain't slept together in many years. You gotta pay me. And if you run for office and we sleep together, you might get a discount. Well, hell, it ain't free.
You say the bill still gotta get paid.
True. It was good back then, but hell, that's been 20 years ago. No, it may not have been 20.
Yeah.
But hell, the bills still go on, so.
Yeah.
But, you know, she's running for, like I said, a free position.
Yeah, I don't wanna be paying for no free position.
And when you go to Nashville for the committee meetings, you gotta pay your own gas.
Yeah.
They don't give you no kind of stipend. But the Shelby County Democratic Party is probably the poorest political group in the country.
And that's the position she running for?
Well, she runs on the state level though.
Okay.
That will represent this part of the state.
Whose seat is he taking?
Huh?
Whose seat is he competing for?
It's an open seat.
Oh, okay.
Who was that?
Now, he's on the commission, right?
He's turned out.
That's the commission or the council, and his cousin is what?
His cousin, I got to cut his commercial too.
One of it's a city commercial, right?
Right.
City
His cousin is a city council person.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 seconds.
Oh. How many seconds did I have?
You did. 5. Hold up. Don't worry about it. It's ain't.
Don't worry about it.
I'll take it out. You're the only one that have commercials that are not standard. Maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. You just be ready though, serious. When I say go, start talking.
And welcome back. Is my mic on?
Yeah.
It is now, huh? Woo. See, almost, how many years we been on here? 5? Almost 6 years ago, I got mad. But hell, this is live TV, it's live black TV. We're the only people in the country that's doing what the SVP TV network is. And they don't have nobody to practice on but me, so I just wish it made perfect. Miss Debbie now, or Miss Debbie, she can hit a button now. And she got her lovely daughter now, Angel, they hitting buttons, and they got lawyers in there too now that's getting ready to come on after me. So everybody's in the control room. But look, let me state this. And he asked me, well, I'll take anybody. Yes, I will. Any of you politicians that need to advertise, and it's not too late. I've got to get Ed Ford Jr.'s commercial ready, and I've got to get LaTroy Williams, who's running for Congress. I got to get his commercial ready. Y'all need to let me get your commercial ready. I'm a little negotiable, but ain't nothing less than $1,000. So I don't even negotiate past them kind of figures. Ain't nothing less than 1,500, according to what you're running for. But you need to call me. Y'all know how to reach me. I'm the easiest guy in town to find. You can call the church number. If you can't think of my other number, and I don't give that other number out on the air anymore. And I can't think of the 231 number. But y'all call 435-6161. That's the church number. You can call and leave a message, and I'll get back with you when I get in the building in the morning. I work 7 days a week. Thank you all so very much for the show on tonight. I was going to speak with Bianca, but she has been advised by the police department not to say anything. But I'm sure that all the other medias have watched my show on tonight. So any media y'all calling me, none of you reporters, can you give me a number to so and so? I ain't giving y'all no numbers. Y'all already know that this is business, and we're running a business here. But we got more information out on this show than you've heard on any of the so-called mainstream medias concerning this particular tragedy. We will probably somewhat continue in the same vein on tomorrow night. But it's funny to me when white folk are killing us, Black Lives Matter. Y'all got a march going on, upset. Y'all all upset. They caught one of the community activists the other day with drugs on him. Now he said it ain't his drugs, but just set it up, I guess, okay. And this is what I said about these young folk who want to be activists. You're not actively knowing what you're doing. You have no experience. You just upset and you're hotheads. And sometimes a lot of these situations, even by leaderships, so-called leaders are provoked. Okay, he walked around, what's his name, Kedron? I think that was his name. Police caught him with drugs on him the other night, but you're an activist, brother. Okay, you're an activist. Well, then you Black Lives Matter folk, and that's the reason I don't go along with most of what you all do, because you only want to be concerned about Black Lives Matter when it's white folk killing us and we killing each other every day. This situation should not have happened. And again, I want to do a conflict resolution seminar, but ain't nobody gonna come. Ain't nobody gonna come. Ain't no need me wasting that time and energy. Hey, but let me get my little business out of here. Y'all need to get your clothes clean. Go to DMC Cleaners, 62 Fairway at 3rd. Black-owned cleaners. They will take care of you. Cheap prices and excellent work. When you pay in advance, I got to take probably about 30, 40 shirts to them tomorrow. When you pay in advance, you only pay half price on your dry cleaning. Black-owned cleaners, DMC Cleaners, 789-7983. 789-7983 is the number. Also, Sean Goldsmith, one of my security people, has Goldsmith Security Academy. If you want to get your handgun carry permit so that you got to defend yourself, you know how to use a weapon, call Sean at 634-8384. 634-8384. And in case some of y'all's children get killed and y'all ain't got no money, you ain't got no good cemetery to take them to, brand new cemetery right there by my church. I don't know, they maybe got their first body in there now, but it's cheapest one. It's black owned, $1,100. What's wrong? What you laughing at? It is cheap, $1,100 for a grave. You ain't gonna have no vault, no nothing. Just put it in the hole. Call 350-8064. 350-8064. All right. And all of you, those early voting starts on this Friday. Do not vote for anybody that you have not seen advertising on the Thaddeus Matthews Show. They don't even need your vote. If you see their name on the ballot and they have not came and supported this program, just pass it up. What we do, pass up that name. All right, pass up that name. I'm gonna get Justin on the air one night this week. That's right, pass him up. You ready to go?
do this right here.
They used to do that.
Oh, y'all want me to do some cartwheels?
Okay. All right. The lawyers are coming up next. Thank you all so much for being here with us. We'll do this all over again tomorrow. Until tomorrow, top of the evening to you. Top of the evening to you. Top of the evening to you. Bye.
Oh, my goodness.
You got to trade me in the house, huh?